Hi guys, welcome to another video of the Gamer Life Show. In this video, we're going to talk about the news, the megaton news today of Microsoft acquiring ZeniMedia Max, who was ultimately the owners of Bethesda Publishing. If you don't know who Bethesda Publishing is, they are the publishers of many of the biggest IPs in gaming. Dishonored, Doom, Prey, and many other titles. Xbox Studios now goes from 15 studios to 23 studios with the acquisition of Arcane Studios, id Software, Machine Games, Bethesda, and many more. This is one of those big days in gaming where the landscape tends to shift. And for Microsoft, what's great about this is that it now bolsters up GamePass across console, across PC, and across mobile devices. Now Microsoft Game Pass is stronger in terms of content as well. So there will literally be, in addition to the studios that Microsoft has already purchased, who are already working on games, there will be game titles with brand name franchise IPs that will also come along with new games. Make no mistake, Microsoft has obtained studios that can work on brand new titles as well as classic IPs. So with that said, where does Microsoft go from here? Well, what Microsoft may be doing is bolstering up the fact that throughout this entire generation, you will see consistent gaming content come to Game Pass on an exclusive level. The terms of the deal that Microsoft purchased ZeniMax Media for were about $7.5 billion in cash. What this is one of the biggest acquisitions in gaming. It is literally about 5 times more than what they did to purchase the game Minecraft, as well as Mojang Studios that came along with that purchase. This makes the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S generation one of the most important generations for Microsoft, and perhaps one that many gamers will not miss. It also allows Microsoft to announce today that they have now secured 15 million subscribers to Game Pass to allow them to grow the service. It's just a really fantastic deal, especially when you take into account how games have evolved and the nature of exclusive content being so necessary for gamers, especially when you take a look at what Sony has done with their exclusive games across the PlayStation consoles. Exclusives now more than ever are important. Take into account the fact that Sony has acquired Insomniac Studios, who is currently working on Spider-Man Miles Morales, as well as Ratchet and Clank. You also take into account that they have the Demon Souls IP, which will be launching exclusively on PlayStation 5, as well as Final Fantasy 16, which will be exclusive for a year. Microsoft, instead of going with exclusivity or multi-platform gaming deals, has elected to bolster up their studios so that they can get the creators who make the games and be able to put them on their platform. There's still no word if Microsoft will put many of their games from ZeniMax Media and those studios onto other platforms such as the PlayStation platform, console platform. But Microsoft in the past has shown that they're willing to let certain IPs go to multiple platforms, such as Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori the Will of the Wisp on Nintendo Switch, and Minecraft across many consoles. At the same time, in order for Microsoft to make sure that Game Pass retains its value, having exclusive games within Game Pass makes the most amount of sense so that they can bolster up their user base across multiple platforms, whether that is people playing on mobile, whether that is people playing on PC, making sure that the Microsoft name is synonymous with gaming through Game Pass and the Xbox ecosystem would ensure that Microsoft continues to grow their gaming business, at the same time allowing for differentiation in the marketplace. This also allows Microsoft to continue to stay steps ahead of both Amazon and Google, who have ambitions of getting into the gaming content space. Now, the only two big players in terms of AAA, I wouldn't say AAA, excuse me, big tentpole games that are exclusive in terms of using advanced hardware and advanced engines that we know of are Sony with the PlayStation consoles and Microsoft with the Xbox consoles. And this is going to bode well in the future when we take a look at what is possible. Microsoft also, through id Software, obtains the id architectural engine for id Software, id Tech. Now, that's going to be huge because this will allow different studios within Microsoft to be able to use various different engines such as id Tech or even the Unreal Engine 5, which is made by Epic Games. It allows Microsoft to invest more in their technology as they use DirectX 12 and different APIs, and when it comes to building perhaps a new future console, they can also have input from multiple developers who have technical capabilities of pushing hardware. Microsoft will now have access to incredible titles going forward that will keep the platform fresh. At the same time, studios, like I said before, that have the capability of creating brand new original game titles. As more news drops and as more news comes about, we'll find out. But for now, this megaton is changing gaming, it is changing Xbox, and with pre-orders for the Xbox One Series X and the Xbox Series S happening tomorrow, there is no doubt that Microsoft has put themselves in the best possible position for gamers to choose the Xbox and PC platform. We'll see you guys on the other side. Welcome to the Gamer Life.